Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Supreme Upholstery Limited is a manufacturer of quality bespoke upholstered furniture. Come along with your ideas for that perfect sofa to fit your home and let Supreme bring your ideas to fruition. We also offer a service to the contract market, including large hotel groups and small family-run business. No matter how large or how small your order, you will always get that personal service from our sales team. Come along and visit our showroom.
Hello and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Coming up on the show this week, we'll be meeting two sisters from County Longford. That's Aideen and Mary Mulligan. We'll be chatting to Brennan, the chairman of St Brendan's GA Club in Birmingham. And we'll be having a lovely song from Megan O'Neill called Ireland. But first up, we're off to meet Paul Reddington, the manager of the Greyfriars Club in Nottingham, and all his wonderful volunteers.
We've been doing this about 6 weeks now, cooking for vulnerable and elderly in the community, and we also collect for the local food bank. We deliver that, collect that over the weekend and deliver it to them on the Monday. When the club closed, we were very conscious that we wanted to get involved in the community. We're a brand new kitchen sitting there doing nothing, so we approached the council for funding, and they very kindly stumped up the money for the raw materials. We found the volunteers and away we went. We're blessed with volunteers. We couldn't do it without them. There's usually 2 or 3 in sort of Monday to Friday, prepping and washing up, which is always very welcome.
There's a lot of work involved in this, isn't there though? But just tell me how it works.
The prepping is done either in the morning or maybe possibly the night before in some cases. Then we'll come in the morning, we'll cook it, allow it to cool, then we'll pack it, and then we have volunteer drivers who'll go out and deliver it around the community for us. Okay,
and you do this 5 days a week?
Monday to Friday. Yeah, originally we were expecting to do 100 meals a week. That was what we put in for, for the funding. But we've ended up doing between 80 and 90 a day. So the demand is outstripping the supply at the moment, but we're keeping up with it.
Yeah, and of course you do a food bank as well. Tell me about that.
Yeah, every Friday, Saturday and Sunday we advertise it on a Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, asking for donations of dry goods, tin goods, rice, that sort of thing, for the local food bank. They're looking after 300 families in the local area who are on zero income. So the need is very great, and people have been absolutely so generous. It's unbelievable.
Now, you just mentioned there how many people are vulnerable in the community, and it's frightening, isn't it, to find out that so many people are dependent on you guys doing hot meals and food banks and getting it distributed around the Nottingham area.
It is, and we're only one part of Nottingham. I mean, obviously, I would guess that's replicated across Nottingham and most cities in the UK. You don't realise what's beside you, I suppose, until something like this happens. So in many ways, we feel it's brought the community closer together, which is one bonus out of the situation.
Tell me a little bit about your Irish connections.
My dad was from Roscommon, Roscommon. My mum was from Bunnyconlan, County Mayo, so I'm a Westie. I shout for Roscommon up to the Connacht final, thereafter it's always Mayo.
I'm all alive, and to tell the truth, I've got this lovely feeling, for tomorrow I'll awaken in the place.
Tommy, tell me, how did you get involved with all this volunteering and the great work that's been done here?
Well, I'm in here most weekends, and Paul is my stepdad, so I help out whenever I can, really. I think yesterday was the first day off in 4 weeks, so we've just been here every day cooking. We're cooking for mostly people on zero income and people who are struggling during the time, to feed them and the family. So it's very rewarding knowing that we're actually doing something that's beneficial for the community. It's nice to put something back.
This takes place every day, as we know, and then you go out, you've got obviously a set amount of addresses to drop food off to people.
Yeah.
Just give me an idea of the people that you drop them off to. Are they old, or the middle age, or the young?
It is actually a variety of people that we are feeding. I mean, there's a old people's complex just down the way there that we give 30 meals to every day, and then we also have a 92-year-old yodeler in one of the communities nearby that we drop off to. We do a family that's expecting a baby and that are on no income whatsoever during the coronavirus.
And of course, you've got a lovely club here as well, the Greyfriars Club, and you'd normally come in here. This is your club, is it?
Yeah, it's my local. I spent most of my days here, especially at the weekends. It is a massive Celtic club. We've got a lot of supporters here. About 5 or 6 times during the season, we actually take a bus from here up to some of the games. So that's some of the people that we feed.
Yeah, and there's a good Irish community in this area.
A lot of Irish do come here, and we're always having a crack with them.
To watch the boats below the bridge as across the river Shannon, I'm at home among the Rossies.
Brenda, we saw you there prepping all the food earlier on. There's a lot of work involved in all this, isn't there?
There is, but we enjoy helping out, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We do, yeah.
We do.
And then we're feeding the vulnerable.
Yeah, and there's a lot of satisfaction, isn't there?
There is, yeah. There is, definitely, knowing that you're helping people at this time.
Yeah. And Christine, how many days a week do you come in and do this, and how does it all flow like? Is there different people for different days?
Yeah, a lot of people have volunteered. We do about 2 days a week, don't we? But we're available at any other times if he needs us.
Is there quite a lot of people to volunteer and to help out?
They've got a Facebook page and they've put requests out for volunteers, and they do a food bank on Friday to Sunday, and the response from the public has been phenomenal.
It's amazing,
hasn't it?
yeah. And there's more volunteers helping out each week, so it's really good.
And I know the weather is really warm at the moment, and it's been really nice, but still, you can't beat having a hot meal, can you?
You can't beat a hot meal, no.
And I'm sure it means so much to the people out there that you're, providing this food for.
Yeah, that's it. They look forward to getting the meal every day delivered, so.
It's amazing. We're talking to Paul there and Tommy earlier on, and it's just frightening really to find out that so many people are depending on you guys to bring them a meal, either from the food bank or the hot meal every day.
Yeah, it's sad really, isn't it? You don't realise that how many people go without food, so.
It does warm your heart though when you see people coming together at times like this and doing what they can. You see the best of people.
Yeah. Well, this is the time where the community groups like yourselves all around the country has risen to the top of the pile, haven't you? Because there's been great work done all around the UK.
Yes, they have, definitely. You hear all about it on Facebook and social media, and it's really nice.
And I believe you two girls are great ladies for coming in here and stepping it out on the floor when the club is open.
Yeah, it's not true. Whatever you've heard.
I know.
Yeah, we do. We socialise here in normal times as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to see. And of course, tell me about your Irish connections.
My family, my father's from Donegal and my mum's from Fermanagh.
Lovely.
So, yeah.
And what about you, Christine?
My dad's from Galway.
That has to be good, yes.
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
My dad's from Galway. And my mum's family are from Kerry and Carlow.
Well, I'm gonna meet my friends tonight in the county of Roscommon to see your age.
Jerry, you're here today, of course, reporter for the Irish Post and covering the news here from the Greyfriars Club.
Martin, I'm glad to piggyback onto your visit with Annette, and it's good that we can capture the great work that Paul and his team are doing here. Hot meals 5 days a week, you can't fault that. That's good community service. And responding to a kind of disaster that was visited on all of us. This is a great club, has got a great history. Paul was telling me it was our 60th anniversary last year, and Mick Flavin came over and played. The Celtic Football Club have a base here, and it's always vibrant around St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, family occasions. They make good use of the lawn at the back. It's an example of a good community club with a good Irish base, Irish people living local, second and third generation. And I think there's great credit to Paul and the team to respond to the local need as they have.
And of course there's always a great Irish community here in Nottingham. I mean, you've held some great events down the years.
Yeah, we're not big like Manchester or Birmingham, and we have lovely pockets of vibrant communities within the city, connected with Irish dancing, Kyotos, St Barnabas, GAA. And as you know, Martin, we all come together on St Patrick's Day to showcase our culture, involve our younger people, and to be proud to be Irish in Britain. And of course, Michael Hannon, he's Paul's father-in-law. Michael Hannon was a great Nottingham Irish poet, wrote poems for years on radio and in the local Evening Post, and was always a highlight for us on St Patrick's Day. Michael Hannon recited the little box of shamrock his mother sent to him.
We've been travelling all over the UK covering great community work that's been done over the last 6 or 7 weeks when the coronavirus has been in existence. And of course here today it's highlighted again about the great work that's been done mainly by the Irish community in this particular club anyway, and the wonderful volunteering that's been done and the hard work that's been put in behind the scenes.
Yeah, like you saw from meeting people here today, the volunteers are invaluable. And a lot of what you've covered throughout the country has been covered by the Irish Post. I noticed the Department of Foreign Affairs in Dublin, in their recent newsletter, showcased all that you've done in covering the GA clubs, St Finbarrs, all Leeds you mentioned, Liverpool, Birmingham, Luton, local community coming together. And see, the GA is established, Kyotos is established. And when the hour of need comes, these people come to the fore.
I'm back home among the Rossies, they're the heart and soul of me.
During this coronavirus, a lot of people have needed help. Some are shielding, some are lonely, and some are depending on food banks. And there's been a lot of great work done all around the country with the GA clubs and a lot of the voluntary organisations. Well done to each and every one of you for the great job you have done so far. And a big thank you to Paul Reddington and all his wonderful volunteers in Nottingham who are doing a great job looking after the Nottingham community. Now we're going to take a little break.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
IJK's Scrap Metal, Manchester. We provide payment for scrap metal, removal and disposal of cars and abandoned vehicles. A weighbridge facility, authorised treatment facility, recycling and waste management. Full compliance with all legal requirements. IJK Scrap Metal, Manchester. A friendly, professional and reliable service.
Supreme Upholstery Limited is a manufacturer of quality bespoke upholstered furniture. Come along with your ideas for that perfect sofa to fit your home and let Supreme bring your ideas to fruition. We also offer a service to the contract market, including large hotel groups and small family-run business. No matter how large or how small your order, you will always get that personal service from our sales team. Come along and visit our showroom.
The Warrington Irish Club, 83 Orford Lane, Warrington. a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports shown on the big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and crafts. Pop in for a friendly welcome and to book your event at the Warrington Irish Club, give Frank a call.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Buckhurst Plant Hire, operating nationwide and supplying equipment to the construction, civil engineering and utility industries. Buckhurst is synonymous with quality equipment and excellent service. Call us today.
IJK's Scrap Metal, Manchester. We provide payment for scrap metal, removal and disposal of cars and abandoned vehicles. A weighbridge facility, authorised treatment facility, recycling and waste management. Full compliance with all legal requirements. IJK Scrap Metal Manchester, a friendly, professional and reliable service.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
Welcome back. Now, Aideen and Mary Mulligan are two national school teachers from County Longford. They do a lot of singing and have performed at a lot of concerts around Ireland. Well done, Aideen and Mary, and thank you for joining us on the show. Now then, we're off to meet Des Brennan, the chairman of Sempron's GA Club in Birmingham. Des, tell me, when was St Brendan's GA Club first formed?
St Brendan's was formed back in 1958 in Kingsheath, and the station pub was the first meeting. And we were based in Kingsheath for a number of years, and still are. We used the local Catholic church, St Dunstan's, as our base and headquarters. And the club were reasonably successful over the years. We won our first senior championship in 1977. And then in the 80s was probably the most successful year, successful decade. We won the Warwickshire County Senior Championship in 1983, 85 and 86. We believe we should have won more. We won several leagues. We seemed to dominate the league for a number of years. We have a very young team. We have a fantastic setup at underage. In fact, our under-17s 2 years ago won everything. They won the All Britain Championship. They won the Warwickshire Senior League and the Championship final itself. They went off to America and did very well. And we're just about beginning to see the benefits of that successful team. A good few of them are now coming through to senior ranks.
But of course, homegrown players and underage and everything like this is the heart of the club, really, because you're building, and I can see your under-17s there. That's going to stand you in good stead going forward.
It is indeed. In fact, that's the one main thing that attracted me to the club in the first place. They have a fantastic family ethos in the club.
Of course, you're progressing all the time. So tell me a little bit about your new playing grounds that you've just moved to here.
Yeah, well, yes, you're right. I mean, for a number of years, we've had no base whatsoever. We were since the club was founded in 1958, right up to 2010, I think it was, when they closed down the social club at St Dunstan's. And we hadn't anywhere to go. We had no base, no headquarters, and we were scattered throughout the parish, and we've been using several venues. Our Lady of Lourdes social club, there's a Behan's pub close by, and we used that as a headquarters for a while. But fortunately, we hit lucky when the owners of the Irish Centre in Digbeth, the Owens family, Pat Owens and his son Paul, were members of the Birmingham Irish Cycle Appeal, and I was lucky enough to be involved with that. So I knew Paul fairly well, and when I heard that they were moving from Digbeth to King's Heath and they were going to, they'd bought these premises, then I was on the phone straight away and asked if we could be the resident GAA club, and he said yes we could. So it was music to our ears, that was, because we always used to socialise when we were at St Dunstan's, but all of a sudden we were denied that, and now we have a base. It's just unfortunate this coronavirus has come out now, but eventually, please God, that you know, this will disappear and we'll be back to normal, and we can utilise the wonderful facilities here. That, you know, it's so exciting. You know, we're hoping better times are ahead for us. You know.
We've got teams from senior and junior right down to under sevens, and our oldest underage team that we have is an under 17s team. So we have a team at every age group, and we also have two girls teams as well, which are under 12 and under 14, and it's the first time in a long time we've had a girls team. When I used to play for St Brendan's, girls were allowed to play with the boys, but there was no girls team. So it's nice to be a part of bringing some girls football to Brendan's as well.
Yeah, and of course girls football has really taken off all over the UK now. Very, very competitive.
Yeah, it is, it's good. And we've got some girls that just absolutely love it. Girls that have never played Gaelic football before and don't really have any Irish descent or any sort of Irish heritage, and they absolutely love it. And we took them down to the All Britain the last 2 years, and they won a shield last year, which was fantastic. So you'd think they won the whole thing, the way that they celebrated, which was lovely to see. So,
tell me a little bit about the men's team and the senior and junior team. What kind of a mix of players have you got? Is there a lot of them homegrown? Is there a lot from different parts of Ireland?
Well, currently we're predominantly homegrown. We're very lucky that we've sort of had our under 17 step up to the senior and the junior set up this past year. So I'd say 90% of our starting 15 are from Birmingham, all homegrown players. Again, a lot from families with Irish heritage. And then our manager, he's from Leitrim, and we have a couple of Irish players. But then other than that, it's predominantly homegrown.
And of course, being based here now with the new Irish Centre, that's going to give you a fresh impetus to get maybe youth going and more underage coming as well.
Yeah, definitely. We usually hold recruitment days at the start of the season, and obviously, you know, with COVID-19, we haven't been able to hold one, but every year we hold like an open day, and we sort of give out flyers and advertise them on social media to try and get as much new children to play a sport that, you know, and it may be a sport they've never played before. But being here definitely is going to give us, it's kind of like we've come to our spiritual home, I think, and I think it's going to give us a real chance to lay our roots back in King's Heath again, and just get the community around us involved, and hopefully just get more kids and adults playing.
Of course, you're involved with the Warwickshire County Board as well. Tell me about your involvement there.
So it's my 5th year on the Warwickshire County Board as the PRO. So I've been involved in trying to promote Gaelic games across Warwickshire and promote all the clubs that we have. So we have 14 clubs in Warwickshire. So I try and do as much as I can on social media and online to try and promote the sport, report on, you know, our Warwickshire hurlers and their campaign, as well as report on the goings on inside the county.
It was great to meet Des and all his team, and we wish Sempron and his GA club the very best of luck in their new venue in Birmingham. Now don't forget, Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening with his show from County Mayo at 7 o'clock, and we are here at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Until then, take care of yourselves, and we're going to leave you now with Megan O'Neill singing her own song that she has written called Ireland. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
I know you get colder in the winter. I remember that snow like it was yesterday. Every year we're both getting older. I thought I'd be back to you by now, but I'm still on my way. There's a saying, isn't there, that home is where the heart is, but I swear every part of me is there. So I'll take your rain instead of sun, the green of your hills and the summer that never lasts long, the way you've made the whole world fall in love with your dance and your song. And I've only learned to love you now that I am gone. Ireland, you're my home. Ireland, you're my home. I'm sitting by an open fire, just talking, telling tales and singing tried all night, with an open bottle and warm hearts all around me, walking home in the rain, in the half light. There's a saying, isn't there, that home is where the heart is, but I swear every part of me is there. So I'll take your rain